Yeah, man. I keep telling you guys, I want to upload every day, but the internet here is, oh my God, this is a nightmare. But hey, it is what it is, right? I will try to upload every day. I will try to do as much as I can to keep you guys informed, to keep you guys motivated, because that's what we're here for, right? But before we start anything else, please don't forget it. Drop me a like, which is nice. Drop me a nice comment and drop me a subscription. Here we are back again in Cairo, and I have to keep on doing this. And because again, I told you guys, it's all about what you want, right? I'm here in Cairo, and then let's see how long this takes me. And this trip probably take me to South Korea. So yeah, I have to do things this way. But hey, drop a like, drop me a subscription, and for those of you who don't know, man, drop me a nice comment. It's always help, not just me, but everybody else who is watching this channel. But anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee. Yeah, coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. It is hot. Yeah, everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we're gonna look at market performance. We're gonna look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we'll check at prices in details, and once we're done with that, we will check on the position. Those of you who are scalping the market, yeah, I'm trading, but like I said, I'm still testing my website. That's what I'm trading, and I don't want to show you guys because some people make the same mistake. Trust me, someone will try to jump into it, and it's not time yet, right? I'm willing to lose money because I know what I'm doing and the reason why I'm doing it. Okay, but so right after that, y'all know exactly what the question is. Are we buying Lambos yet? Yeah, it is really hot. But again, today, I, right here, I talked to a guy, one of the guy, an Egyptian here, and it was very, very interesting conversation, right? You guys know me. I don't waste time if I can use a breath from my mouth to try to help somebody, pointing them in the right direction, right? I don't waste time. I will stop and try to, if I see something wrong, I'll try to talk to you about it. Okay, I'm not the kind that will pick up my phone and start to record. That is not me. I believe life is cycles. You understand? Today might be your turn, tomorrow might be my turn. The person you meet in the street today, tomorrow they might become somebody multi-billionaire. That's why I treat everybody kindly. Okay, it doesn't matter what the circumstances is. I most time people say, oh, don't give them money if they ask you for it. They're gonna go do drugs. Yeah, between me and my God, I'm giving them money to go feed themselves because they say they are hungry. If they lie to me, that's between them and their God. You understand? But some people say, yeah, they got there because they did not do this. Oh, they should have done that. And I look at it and I go like, you cannot judge somebody's situations. You can't. I came from a very rough background, very rough. Only people that have a set of mentality. Okay, if you have your mentality set different, you survive. Others given to the peer pressure. Others given to a lot of stuff. Those of you who grew up in the 90s and the 90s or 2000 in Nigeria, you guys know. Even Cameroon, you know, a lot of people rather go do an armed robbery and stuff like that when I was a teenager, right? But instead, I chose not to go that way. People are different because I just say, you know what, somebody, they don't tell them. Maybe they didn't have anybody to tell them that life is not just an open or short book. The way I see it, life is a book of decisions. Blue pill, red pill. That's the way I see it. The pill you take today determines who you are tomorrow. That's the way I see it. Every journey is just one step at a time. Most people, they just want to get up today. Let's say they start investing, for example. They start investing, tomorrow they wake up multi-millionaire. Yeah, it has happened before. But what are the odds that it happens to you? What are the odds? Wouldn't you rather work for a way that is secure, that, okay, it's going to take time, but you're going to get there? At the same time, you can also work to try to get that instant, but do not completely throw away the easy and slow process. Do not completely throw it away. The people don't pay attention to that, right? And the conversation I had with this guy today was exactly about that. Exactly about it. Because he was talking about gold, right? And I said, back in 2009, when because he said somebody asked him to buy gold in 2009, and he said no, it wasn't going to grow. And I said, you see, that's a decision you made. And today, if you had bought gold at 2009, you would be selling it at over $4,000 today. The same thing. Anything you do in life is that way. You first of all, because he was like, well, Ethereum. I said, listen, first of all, I'm not saying Ethereum is bad. Okay, I'm not saying that, because some people, they kind of take your words and they twist them. I hold Ethereum. I hold 120 Ethereums on a staking protocol. I do. I'm the kind of guy who wants to go from zero to a multi-millionaire status. So I will not bypass an opportunity when I see one. And back then, I saw the opportunity on Ethereum. The unfortunate thing is that it's locked up for a certain amount of time. I locked it up to the maximum years, not thinking about price appreciation or none of that. I just locked it up because I'm getting APY from it, right? So you see the opportunity, you have to take it. Just like I said, a 10,000-mile journey is always conquered one step at a time. And I told him, you saw gold, for you it was useless. Today, what can you say the same thing? He said no. I said, okay. Now you're looking at Ethereum and you are telling me, oh, that's the best thing that ever happened. And I'm telling you again, if it was back when Ethereum started, there were no competition, right? Ethereum was the only one with the DeFi capabilities, with the whatever that it took, right? That would have been a different story. It's like when the automobile industry started, right? Nobody cared about anything. Everybody wanted that one that is going 10 miles an hour, right? There were no competition. But as soon as competition started stepping up, instead of 10 miles per hour, now you got those that were going 30 miles per hour. Oh, hell no. Everybody wants to go about 30 miles per hour. Then you got those that could carry more than 4 people at a time. Everybody like, you know what, to hell with your 30 miles per hour. I got a big family. I want that one. Things like that started happening. But what happened to those of them who didn't care about the automobile? Did you get it? What happened to them? They ended up stuck in the same place they were stuck 30 years before. You're looking at it, it's not something that anybody's going to tell you and you be like, okay, it looks like it is gray. No, it looks like it is black. Oh, it looks like white. No, it is clear right in front of you. But the problem is that many people clearly refuse, not that they can't see, they refuse to see. That is the problem. Look at the financial situation right now, for example. Look at macroeconomic, right? We've been talking about it on this channel forever because I kept telling everybody, listen, crypto is not going to run the way you think. I've been saying it just like I was saying last year, right? You all remember my famous phrase, bull run is not going to last, July, August. You guys remember? The same thing. I've been saying it like, guys, pay attention to macroeconomy. These guys are cooking something that is going to catch a lot of people off balance. People keep saying, no, they're going to print money to oblivion and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at it. And I was telling that guy today, I said, instead of you putting your hard earned money on Ethereum, put it on real estate. Put it on real estate. And he's like, no, I don't get it. I said, dude, I would try to tell you buy Kaspa, but you're saying Ethereum is better than Kaspa. Okay, listen, I will hate for you to lose money because everybody that knows me, y'all know already, I am not going to co-sign anything that will make me lose money. I'm not going to co-sign that. I said, okay, if you don't believe in Kaspa, I will seriously tell you, look at real estate. In the United States, look at real estate. Any stock that has to do with real estate, go deep dive and try to find the one that works for you. I would take, somebody like me, I would take the high risk because I go into penny stocks. Most of you already know because I showed you guys my portfolio the other day, you already know. But I will go into those penny stocks that has to do with real estate. Because what 99.9 people are not talking about with this Kevin issues getting into office, okay, the rule is going to be try to force real estate to come back alive. Okay, I told you we have already printed so much money that is laying around everywhere. We cannot absorb it in Japan because the Japan people, they have also realized that they can't keep helping everybody else while their economy is dying, right? So how is the government going to make sure that this money get absorbed? Real estate. Mark my words right now. Real estate. Because guess what? The fact that we are reducing interest rates does not mean we're going to print money. Did you get it? The fact that interest rate gets reduced means that money that is already there gets available for people like you and me. Remember when I talked about the private credit? You guys remember that day? And I was telling you guys, these companies, they cannot go to private credit. It's like a house of cards that is about to crumble. Okay, economy is doing so bad that these guys that took these loans cannot pay the private credit. And if you can't pay them, let's just say a bank goes the same. Like for example, if I go to a bank today, they don't give me the money that I need. Okay, that's fine. I go find a private credit lender. They give me the money. Okay, they are the same people that are also lending the money to the banks. 99.9%. Most people don't know this. But ever since I started my journey of trying to have my own, like I started my corporation and stuff, I started learning these things. You go, the banks borrow money from them. The money the banks borrow from is what they give people like you and me who want to buy a car, want to buy a house, want to buy whatever. Okay? They give it to them. What happens with the bad economy is happening right now, they cannot pay. People can't pay. And if people can't pay the banks cannot pay the private credits. And therefore, that house of cards starts to crumble from the inside out. Okay, when that starts to happen, that's what I'm telling you. There's already a lot of money out there that could not be absorbed. And what this Uncle Trumpicious Magicious want to do? He's going to force Fannie Mae to inject money into the mortgage, into the mortgage. And when they start buying these houses, people at a lower interest rate, people are going to be able to afford these loans. And when people get the loans, 99.9 people of the everywhere, they go buy the house, they go buy the car, they go buy this and that, and blah 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 happening. And before you know it, the dollar supply will shrink. That is what Kevin Issues was talking about when he said he is going to shrink the Fed's balance sheet. That's what he meant. So you are going to see it. It is going to shrink. And what usually happens when something becomes scarce? The value goes up. And that is not only the only thing. The Clarity Act, you guys saw a couple of days ago what happened, right? I told you the banks are not going to bend the knee. They are going to win. Clarity Act is about to go through. Let's just hope that May does not finish before it goes through. And when it does, guys, U.S. Treasuries will be pegged to stable coins. And everybody and their grandmama know the fastest way to transact, to do business now is using stable coins. You don't have to go through the SWIFT system anymore. You don't have to do that. And that's why I keep telling you guys, you are not looking. You are not looking. Well, people are looking, but they refuse to see. They are blind by choice. And when you sit here and you look at everything going on, you start to understand why I am telling you. King Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine. You start to understand that. I know the cash part, most people don't even want to listen because everybody's trying to hold on to their cash, right? But you start to understand because now the Clarity Act is about to go, right? If it goes live, what do you think would happen next? What do you think will happen? Stable coins go peg to it. What do you think will happen? The volume will start. And then the cracks that everybody knows. Bitcoin cannot be used for nothing. It's useless. The hype is what keeps it going, right? Like I told you guys, the biggest guy, Michael Saylor. Yeah, sorry about that. The biggest guy, Michael Saylor, who told you, oh, I will never sell Bitcoin. I will never do this and that. What is it has he started to talk about now? He's comparing Bitcoin to land. When your land gets value, guess what you do? You sell your land. What does that mean? I'm telling the numbers don't lie. The loss first quarter of 2026 shows a net loss of over $12 billion. This high APY they are paying the investors, they cannot keep it up. Therefore, they are going to have to sell Bitcoin. Okay? They sell to try to make up. That's what's going to happen. Therefore, Bitcoin, I'm telling you, there is no ecosystem on Bitcoin. It doesn't have any. That's the hype. And once that hype starts to die down, which again, a lot of people are going to start to understand it once Kaspa starts showing its credentials, and you will see. You shift to the dying one. The dying one cannot. Every time there is high volume, okay, the fees, I've told you guys, there was a time I was in it. I was trying to just trade $30 worth of something and the fees were like $50. It is not, it can't happen. And so some of them listen, oh, they tell you, oh, well, we're going to layer twos. You go to layer twos, but what does that do to Ethereum? It starts to kill Ethereum itself. As a matter of fact, a couple of months ago, Ethereum started rolling out updates that are going to kill those layer twos. Because Kaspa started coming up with 10 blocks per second and this and that. Ethereum started rolling up those updates. And those updates are going to send layer twos, polygons, whatever you want to call them. Yay! That's what's going to happen to them. So again, Ethereum cannot handle the amount of tokenization that the world needs. Just stable coins alone, Ethereum cannot handle it. It can't. And you start to look again, Crashilandia, the same story. Okay, same day, same shit, different day. They can't. You start looking at Hackylandia, the same problem. They can't handle it. And you tell somebody you're looking at Kaspa today, the decision you make today to invest in Kaspa will determine if you in the near future you're going to be a multi-millionaire or not. The decision you make. I've been talking about Terra Luna Classic because it's just a perfect example. When it crashed, people ran, right? But the decision that others made, like me, of putting some money in there, is making us looking at it today, be like, ooh, you mean, you know what I mean? It has grown so much that it's not even funny. That's what I'm telling you. You might hear people try to tell you on one side, oh, you know what? How about you just hold what is already secure? Okay. According to you, what is the definition of secure investment? Bitcoin? Nope, it ain't. Because today, if Michael Saylor decides to wake up and sell, you know, whatever, let's say $10 billion worth of his stash to try to pay the people, what do you think will happen to the price of Bitcoin? Because right now, I'm telling you, that company cannot be held. The stock value already gone from what, $400 all the way to what, 120, 130? Don't quote me, but I think that's something like that. What do you think would happen? Everybody who always goes to jump the bridge and sell their position, no matter whether they're in profits or in loss, as soon as they see Bitcoin nosediving, it is going to be the biggest sell-off ever. That's what's going to happen. So you sit there and you think about it. Okay, Bitcoin cracks are showing. The future of money is called Kaspa. Would you rather take that chance right now or wait to cry later that my friend who said, oh, it's about to start getting into Ethereum when Ethereum has already run up to $4,000? Again, the decisions you make today will determine who you are tomorrow. It's that simple. Most people are not looking at Kaspa right now, but they want to wait. Well, when the ecosystem starts to grow, programmable chains start to happen, all these VProcs and all that stuff starts to happen. You start seeing Kaspa at $10, $20, $30, $40. That is when you are going to see them trying to jump into it instead of making that decision right now. And one thing my grandfather used to say, anything that is useful is never easy to obtain. That's what my grandfather used to say. Anything. And when you look at it, gold. For you to obtain gold, go try. See? Riches, millionaire status. For you to be a multi-millionaire, you see, it's not easy. It's never easy. So yeah, you have to look at it. You make a decision today for tomorrow. You don't make a decision today just because, hey, I want to see that. Look at that green candle going. I'm going for it. No. People that chase green candles end up holding the longest red dildo, red skin, what, how you want to call it? Red candle ever. That's what usually happens. Right? So it's up to you. I will say it again. King Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, and Cash. Please pay attention to those things. If you don't, do not say I did not warn you. Because right, you can see Bitcoin. I told you Bitcoin could go as high as $89,000 and still be bearish. Unless it breaks above that 105,000, then yeah, it will invalidate everything. But so far, it is following that same playbook. Watch and see. Anyways, yeah, let's go right quick. I gotta go. Let's go check the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. To be honest, I don't like this new crypto bubbles. It's a little bit different. But well, you can see right now, right? Everybody who was telling you, yeah, we're running. What do you see? See, the green has started to disappear again, just like I said, right? Anyways, you look at here, let's start first with King Kaspa, KS, and we do have here, for the past hour, 0.2% up, 0.1% up on the 4 hours, 4.3% up on the day, 12.5% up on the week. We do have 15.3% up on the month, and also sitting at 62.9% down on the year, okay? You see the 24 hours volume, because right now when you look at it, 24 hours volume is still sitting at $21.8 million. Okay, the new market cap we're sitting at $1 billion. Okay, the move looks good, but again, you have to pay attention to one thing. Okay, see that height under this one. See, lower highs. That's what it is. So for me, like I keep saying, I'm still weighing May. Like I promise you guys, May I am watching this price tightly. Because again, people might try to front run the news that is coming out. But hey, you already know how to drill, right? Now let's go to the next one, which is going to be QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. For the past hour, sitting at 0.7% down, 1.4% up on the day on the 4 hourly. We do have 1.5% up on the day, 8.1% up on the week, and 0.8%, 0.8%, what is that? Up on the month, and 22.1% down on the year. Okay, I don't know why this thing doesn't want to load. Excuse me for a second. Like I said, internet here is so terrible, it's not even funny. But oh well, the chart speaks for itself. Like I told you guys, it's not time yet, right? So it's up to you guys, okay? Whatever you want to do. Let's go to the next one. It's going to be the Japanese Bitcoin, which we call Jasmine, just see JAS. And let's see. For the past hour, it is up 3.6%, 5.2% up on the 4 hourly, 15.3% up on the day, 20.1% up on the week, 29.6% up on the month, and it's still sitting at 61.8% down on the year. Okay, the market cap, like I said, look at that, $334 million, and the 24 hours volume traded at $24 million. Still not there yet. Well, we go to the next one is going to be cubic, high risk, high reward. Let's see what we got going on there. For the past hour, 0.5% down, 0.5% up on the 4 hourly. We have 5.7%, up on the 4 hourly. We have 5.7% up on the day, 0.1% up on the week, 25.1% down on the month, and 50.4% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $86 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $2.1 million. So yeah, still not there yet neither, right? Now, you want to go look at the Jonathan's pet turtle, which he calls Bitcoin, and I call the orange guy. We do have him here sitting at laying flat in the last hour, 0.1% up in the 4 hourly, 1% up on the daily, 2.6% up on the week, 13.3% up on the month, and sitting at 21.9% down on the year. You see the number? That number keeps dropping, right? Still even going higher than before. It was sitting at what? If I don't remember wrong, 15%. Now it's sitting at 21. I'm telling you, the price action that you are looking at is not real. You understand? So, well, if you want to lose money, that's up to you. Now, let's go right quick. Let's look at prices in details. Now, a good trading view right here. Let's see what's going on. On the correlation, yeah, we do have what we want to see. Dixie going down, Bitcoin going up. That's what we want to see. It's an inverse correlation, okay? Now, let's watch. For Kaspa, we are right now, for like a lot of people are telling me, like, hey, it came back and retested and it's going up because everybody's looking at this breakout, retest, and start to go. And I'm saying, guys, this is on the 1 hourly. If you're gonna base your legendary trade on the 1 hourly, you are gonna lose a lot of money. Seriously, you will. Okay. For me, I'm buying on spot. That's what I'm doing. Okay. I think I just made it either. I think this week I'm going to make my first million Kaspa. I will show it to you guys in maybe I want to do a special video about it. But anyways, yeah, if you go look at it, you're going to see, you zoom it in, you see the same thing, right? Look at MACD. I'm telling you, people are pumping this thing and they're about to drop the hot potato on you. So look at the MACD. See that? It's not strong enough. Look at there, we do have a sell signal. It's not strong enough. You got to be very careful with this. If you want to scalp the market, that's a good way to go. But legendary trades is not time yet, okay? If you look at it on the 4 hourly, we have this same position, right? Like guys are saying, yeah, look at that. Oh my God, it is going. No. Look at it again. See, it tried to go, but it's begun to curve. You see that? Right? People saw, oh, it broke out, came back. It did not retest. See that? It did not retest. It need to come back and retest previous resistance to turn it into support. It did not retest. We've seen these moves before where price goes up. It try to go up again. Next thing you know, down it will come. So you have to be very, very careful, like I'm saying, right? Anyways, if you look at it on the daily, let's see. Daily right quick. See? Daily is indecision. Look at MACD. Try to turn green, try to turn white. Indecision is still not there yet. And another thing you see, it hasn't come back down to retest. So you might see this thing going, it is still gonna come back to either retest or maybe break through and go back to where we started. So you have to be very, very careful with where this is going. Like everybody say, yeah, I say, yeah, you can scalp the market with it because price always get attracted to moving average. That always happens. So you might see it go there before getting rejected or even reject before that. So for me, no, I'm not trading it. I'm going to wait because, like you see, everything under 10 cents is nothing but noise. Above that, we do have 15 cents, which will lead us to 18 cents. And before you know it, all-time high and then price discovery. That's what I'm watching. And as you can even see, if you want to zoom it in, this is the weekly. See, the weekly is still showing you weakness. People are going to try to pump this thing because there is an upgrade coming. And they sell the rumor, buy the news thing, whatever, however they say it. That's what I think is going on here. Okay. Anyways, now if you go look at Quant, QNT, and the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. On the 1 hourly, see, we are almost on the same thing, just like Kaspa, almost on the same thing. Because on Kaspa, on a Quant, it tried to turn into an inverse head and shoulder, but it didn't. It didn't do that. So we are watching because everybody seems to think, yeah, Bitcoin is breaking out, time to go. How many times have we seen this before? How many times, right? So if you look at it on the 4 hour, what do we see? The same, right? Everybody like, yeah, it's breaking out, but the biggest clue is right there. See the MACD? Price is going, yeah, but look at the MACD. It's turning bearish. So whenever you see this price moving like this, it's always fake. Look at MACD, go look at RSI, look at the trading volume, you're going to see it all. It's going to tell you, right? But yeah, everybody's want to go dance kumbaya, and I'm just looking at them like, yep, it is coming. People about to get it, right? Anyways, if you look at it on the daily to see if there is any difference, still nothing. Hasn't changed yet. It's still the same thing. Even with the price pump, ribbon still red. I'm telling you, you got to pay attention to this before you go jump in that San Francisco's bridge. That's what is going to happen to a lot of people. If you're scalping, great. If you're not scalping, pay attention, okay? Now, if you look at it on the weekly, basically, this is why I'm telling you. See that weekly candle? If this weekly candle closes red, yep, the continuation will keep on going down. Which right now, we are on Friday, as you guys can see, again, MACD never lies. Pay attention to those kind of things. So, for anybody else, there's a lot of things you have to look at. I'm telling you, just pay attention to macroeconomy. It's the biggest indicator if you are trading out there. Okay, so for me, anything under $125 is nothing but noise. Swing trading, day trading, whatever you want to call it. Okay, above that, we do have 151 and $176. Before you know it, 230, and then all-time high. And before you know it, price discovery. So you have to pay attention. People are not going to tell you this. Nobody's not going to let you know on this because, hey, again, everybody and their grandmama, these Bitcoin people, all they're trying to do is use you for exit liquidity. That's what I'm telling you, right? But anyway, it's up to you. But anyway, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my son Acorns account. Like I say, I'm not trading right now, so internet here is so bad I can't even scalp. Anyways, before we do that, to let you know, down below I do have Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, and Wix exchange. Follow the links, meet their deposit requirements, and they are going to give you free money. You get free money, take your money back to your account or wherever that you got it from, and take $20, start to trade, practice. If you can turn $20 into 40, 40 into 60, 60 into 80, and so on and so forth, not once, but 3 or 4 times, then yeah, you are ready to go. If you still cannot do it, my friend, you have the first big option, leave it alone, take the remaining of your free money, go buy your stuff on spot. Second option, keep on practicing, okay? You get good at it, trust me, you will. That's how I learned, and that's how I became good at it today. So You do that, and yeah, everybody happy, because again, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, Rec City is always, there's always space for one more. I just hope that you are not that one more. Seriously, I do hope that. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my son's Acorns account. Let's see how he's going to be doing today. Let's see, and then we go in here. See, because yeah, not bad. Being the 10%, 90% Americans are there. Eh. So anyways, he's still sitting at $1,300, which is doing pretty good for a 9-year-old. If you look at his portfolio, you will see that here he's still up 8.99%. That is awesome. S&P 500 sitting at $612. Medium companies $88. Small companies at $28. International companies at $320. And the bonds we do have ISTB, which are the US short-term bonds, $83, and we have the US aggregate bonds sitting at $185. So yeah, he is doing pretty good, and I'm so proud of him. Seriously, I am, because other 9-year-old, they're busy playing video games, and he's trying to learn how to trade. That is very, very good. Okay. Anyways, guys, I guess that's all I have for you today. I'm gonna try to upload a new one tomorrow, as always, but let's hope the internet does not play bad advocate. Anyways, thank you so much. Yeah, sorry about that. So thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. It's very difficult because I don't talk about meme coins or nonsense coins, but well, someday we'll get there. Don't forget to drop a like. It only takes you a second, right? And also don't forget to share, so that other millionaire minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Yeah, I'm almost forget. Don't forget to drop a nice comment. If you don't have a comment, drop me an emoji. That will also work. Okay? Until I see you in my next one, my friend, please, your future depends on the steps that you take today. I will leave you with that. You just think about it. So, bye bye.